What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Rocktropia. We are in Zomhattan right now, about to head into the dangerous subway. 2nd Street subway. We got a lockpick 2, and we're going to see what we can get out of this instance. So far, we got 610 plus 30 worth of universal. Armor's fully repaired. Got an LR45 with a Mayhem L amp alpha, 2% lifesteal at 6.5. Got all the results at the end of the video here. Let's get into this subway. I've never done any of these instances on Rocktropia, but I've always been curious about them personally. So we're going to take a look at this one. Kind of looks like a rough area. It's definitely been abandoned or had some attacks of some sort. Okay, here we go. Entering the first time, lockpick 2 will be removed. It is 40 ped fully repaired for the lockpick 2. I'm not too sure. A lot of people have different comments on whether or not it's actually worth it to repair. I did a bunch of Bonzo Slim Jim instances at the chop shop, and I didn't really find too much of a difference between return on the fully repaired key versus the key that I just bought and used. That's just my opinion. Actually, I found I had better loot when I didn't repair it, but I suppose it really depends on who you ask and how many instances you've done. I've not really done too many, so maybe it was just luck of the draw. I come into this creepy subway. I don't really know where to go. It's kind of more of a wing it type situation. Not sure if any of these doors open. It's definitely not a place I would want to wander. Oh. Whoa. Alright, so we're heading down. Very similar to what Cyrene has done, I suppose, with the Panelions and their Panelion cave. Decomposing zombies. Let's get in here. Had a little bit of a glitch there. I apologize for that. Oh, these zombies. So, it's not... I understand it's an instance. I have an auto loot pill, but it's leaving the carcasses. And not that I care as long as they're being looted, but the carcasses are kind of getting in my way. Now you can see that they're not shining, so it doesn't look like they need to be looted. At this point, I was a little confused. I logged out once or twice to see what would happen, because it seems like they're not being looted by the amount of carcasses still on the ground. So I figured at this point, let's just continue with it. I have video evidence that I can show Mindark if that is the case and I don't get looted. They have really been good in the past with that. I got a bad run off of Camp Krung Cloth Rate where there was a glitch and it kicked me out and it didn't let me right before I was about to loot the chest, and I lost over 1,000 ped in that instance. Within 24 hours, Mindark responded and they sent me the ped back to my account, which I was pretty shocked. Not that the customer service, but you always hear these horror stories about how people don't have very good experiences with them. But that one experience that I did have dealing with Mindark, they did refund me my ped. Just throwing that out there. So I didn't know what to do, so I asked a fellow player. I was going to ask on the Rocktropia chat, but I figured, you know what? Let's just wing it. Let's just go for it. Mindark's pretty good. I have faith. But as you can see how it's still showing the carcass? I don't know if that's new with the interface, or is that just this instance? I mean, I don't usually see that when I hunt zombies on Camp Krunk. It doesn't seem to do that. It loots them instantly, and then you can't see the carcass really anymore. Like, it doesn't. And what's people's thoughts about having the names when you get close to the zombies above all of them? Personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd rather when you put your cursor over it, the name pops up. I feel overwhelms the screen sometimes when you're in a big crowd of them. It's like it's all just mixed up. You can't read any of them anyway because they're all mixed together. So really, what's the point of having them, right? I did speed this portion of the video up because it is a long place. I've never been in here before, so I don't really know where to go. We're just kind of shooting some zombies and trying to get that loot built up so we can see what kind of return or what we get out of it. If anybody's done any of these, toss in the comments, see if you've had any good experiences or you had a hard time with them. I'm not honestly sure. Like I said, I'm not really an instance guy. We got a horde attack coming, and it is showing noise level underneath the sewers. So apparently the noise, from what I read about this, is in these big rooms, the louder you are and the more noise you create, the more zombies will horde and try to attack you. Which is good because I'm working on the National Guard mission chain. So the more zombies, the better. I tried to go into the crib raid, the booty raids, but those two are team instances only. And then I tried to do the low land salt mines, but apparently I think it's glitched. There's no doors on the mine anymore, but I would like to definitely check out some more of these instances around Rocktropia. I would need someone to come and do the booty raid or the crib raid with, though. That I'd be into that. I could supply the key. Just need someone to come and have fun with me. So you see, every time I make too much noise, a horde attack pops in and then a couple more zombies spawn. But we're making short work of them. Now you see the big pile of zombies laying all over the place? It's kind of interfering. That's why I got the cursor at the top of the screen. It's kind of a maze in here. I really don't know where to go, so I'm just going to kind of wander around a little bit and see what we can find. There's got to be some form of a clue to where you go. It can't just be a random. Now, I'm curious if you get any of the actual loot that the zombies drop, like rotten bananas and stuff like that. That would make it actually worth it. Hopefully it's not one of those instances that doesn't give you very good stuff. Maybe with the future of Rocktropia in the hands of an AI, things might go a little smoother, you know. Hopefully. That's all we can hope for, right? You never really know with the way that Rocktropia has been over the years. It's one of my favorite planets, so as much as I want to see change, I also like the way it is. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it type attitude. But I'm also curious to see what they're going to do with it in the future. There's a lot of things that I'm curious about, especially like the presidential pay cards and pay stubs. Are they going to still honor that if you've done 260 in a year? Are they going to give it to you? What about rock bucks? Maybe there'll be more uses for rock bucks coming into the future and Bonzo Slim Jims. A lot of the planet-based loots could get a big upgrade. You never know. I'm hoping for the best though, but it'd be cool if they had a store or something where it had items that you could use the rock bucks for, or possibly, like I know you can use them to buy the instances on the Rocktropia Pop Shop and the rotten bananas, but as for that, I really don't know the uses of the rock bucks. So it'd be cool if you could actually have like an in-game shop with maybe NPCs or someone that actually has like apartments you could grab or little shops that you need rock bucks or bananas to purchase, but it would need to be in-game, right? Like I mean, going through the internet and a third party like the Pop Shop is still, I never went through it, so I don't know if I would need to hear from someone who had experience with that in the past. I suppose it'd be like just message and then next thing you know they'll hit you up in game. But you see I'm having trouble shooting these things. I had to use the tab button just to get them in my sights. The auto click, auto aim was not working with the decomposing zombie carcasses everywhere. Still running into dead ends. Not too sure on where to go. But I know that I'm I'm getting swarmed by these. Sorry, it sounded like there was something in my wall for a second. I think it's just the sun hitting the building, never mind. So I'll hit back out into this big room here. There's gotta be a way. We went that way, must have, because there's zombies in here. So we'll try another one. I don't see any clues, any signs of getting to a different place. These subways are such a maze and they're difficult to try to navigate in. Oh, another horde. That was too noisy. So these big rooms here are risky. They're dangerous. These aren't doing too much. They're not doing any damage on me because of my Nemesis armor. But if you didn't have any armor, this would be a fairly tough place for, I would say, a newer player, personally. I mean, they're only level 6 and they don't seem like they have a lot, but even with the R Matrix and the amp on it, it's still taking more than one shot on a few of these. Not all of them. A lot of them are being one-shotted, but relentless hordes. I apologize about the camera angle flying all over the place, but I'm just kind of trying to kill as many as fast as I can. Gotta get the hell out of here. Now, right now, I'm just trying to see if there's any type of clue or anything to get to the next area. And we got these zombies almost taken care of, and we can start running around again. Okay. Let's just see for a second here. Another horde. There's no point in teleporting out of here. Alright, let's go for it. Try this one out. Oh my. Just run past them. They're most likely going to be coming after me anyway. Okay, so we're into this spot. Let's try this path out. It's a pretty cool instance, to be honest, though. I really like that about Rocktropia and how they focused a lot on instances. Okay, so we were just in this place. See the red flashing around that tunnel? I think that is what we're going to have to look for. Alright, so it definitely looks like that is our clue right there. The red around the tunnels. Follow the red street lights. The red lights, I believe, will lead you out of this place. See how... Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Follow the red light. I'm gonna follow the red light and see what goes on with that. Mutilate decomposing zombies. Zombie Enforcer Sharpshooter. Nice. Couple new achievements. I was at one point in time I was trying to focus on getting all the achievements, and then it's just like, this is almost impossible. Better to play the game and the achievements will come with it. Making some good progress. Killed a decent amount of zombies so far. I don't think we've used too much loot, really. Since it's pretty quick kills, one shot per kill, most times it's not going to use too much, I don't think. Definitely looking promising, though. We haven't been brought back to one of those big rooms, and it continuously leads us down these windy paths. I wonder if there's a lot of people that get lost in these places and can't get out, maybe lose quite a bit of pet. I don't know if they would compensate you if you just can't make it to the end, right? I mean, I know they give you 4 hours and 30 minutes or whatever, but like, this is a pretty... Let's just check it out. Yeah, I'm going to follow the red. If you follow this red light, I think that gives you the end of it. It's the only thing that's been different from this whole instance. That's got to be it. It's going to lead us right to the end. Has to. Now let's see if anybody wants to do one of these together. Hit me up in the chats. We can meet up and do one of these zombie instances. I think this one actually is a solo instance, but they do have a team version of it as well. Or a crib raid or a booty raid. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to do. I tried to I tried to make a team and then disband the team, but it says you have to have a player near you to get into it. So I don't know if that would mean you have to have a player with you inside as well. Like maybe the player could just stand next to you for a minute, get into the instance, and then disband the team. Has it always been like that for the booty raids and the crib raids? You can't do them by themselves? It's coming close, I would say, to the end of this instance. Holy shit. This has got to be the way. I can't imagine a massive horde of zombies like this at the beginning of it, since we were already at the beginning. But you see how I was saying about all the names jumbled up about them? I mean, it just kind of, it doesn't look good. That looks awful to me. I think you should re-change it, Mindark, if you ever see this. Not that you will. But change it back so like the cursor actually shows the name. When you put your cursor over the mob, it shows the name. I can't read anybody. I can't make heads or tails of that. So I mean, what's your opinions on it? I would like to know everybody else's opinion too, because this game is a community. It's a social aspect of it that really makes it and sets it apart from some things that I've played in the past. Look at that. That's the screenshot for the thumbnail right there. You just witnessed me take the screenshot for the thumbnail. Well, look at the pile of zombies though. Like, see the carcasses? It doesn't seem like they're being looted, but they're staying in my way. We're quickly killing these, and don't kid yourself, this is ×2. I am not using a special pill or anything to make myself move faster. I am just sped up in current time just so we can get through this a little quicker. It is like a 40-minute, it took me about 40 minutes to do this instance, and when I times it by 2, it cuts that in half, and we can all watch more Entropia, the game that we all are here for, together. It is probably the game that I've consistently played for the longest amount of time. Obviously, I've had breaks and stuff, as I feel a lot of players do. They take a short period of time and come back. Then the game's all brand new and exciting and everything, right? Yeah, these red lights have to be the path for sure. Interact with this generator. This must be what's supplying all the mobs. So we'll just destroy this generator. Let's see what comes next. 30 seconds till sewer dump. Generator room sealed. Alright, so let's get the hell out of here before we lose our loot. There's that 186 in the subway street. There we go. 473 mobs. One container opened. I was the only user. I don't know why they would have that since it's a solo instance anyway. Area summary. We just seen all that anyway. So let's take off and check out the loot now. If we can find a terminal. Here's one. So the loot, it doesn't seem like we did too bad. In total, we had 1,022 ped with everything. You can see our ammo, armor, LR, and lockpicks. We finished with 977.71 ped. Our total return was minus 43.51, which really wasn't that bad. That's just the amount that I spent on the lockpick in general. So as for wear and tear, we got most of it back. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.